Well, welcome to our regular viewers, and an apology because the last few weeks we have been looking to have songs presented on our screens and also to be live streamed and recorded. But something is happening that means that the signal is going down and it's not working as it should, which is quite aggravating and demoralizing. But we'll get there. I just wanted to test the system again, and if you're watching you can send me a thumbs up or a smiley, funny, laughy face, I suppose, and I'll take that in the best humour I can. Anyway, I just thought I would run through the presentation that we had prepared for today. Sadly, there's nobody else here other than myself, so we haven't got the benefit of our wonderful praise group. Donny, Olwyn and Padraig, who were great this morning, and Ishi, of course, who was leading. But anyway, I will now move to the screen presentation, which appears on the screen. So just to make it as real as possible, I've opened the screens in the church here, and I am now going to switch from me and the flowers, or should I say me and the other flowers, onto the presentation. So here we go. And this is reflecting the fact that we had our memorial service at Clachan earlier on today, and the weather was actually quite similar to what you see in the picture, so it's not that unusual. A bit windy and quite a lot of people there. So here are the memorial plaques. 2 plaques on the left for the Great War and the one on the right for the Second World War. But as the Minister Alan McCulloch was making clear at the service, there have been many losses of British forces in many conflicts since the Second World War, sadly. So they were referred to and remembered as well. And here is a Gaelic inscription on the War Memorial. I will not offend anybody by trying to read it. But there you go, that's the War Memorial. So, having been at the War Memorial, these images were shown in the service, and then we went on to the intimations for today, which I will leave for you to read. And then from there, just a notice about the passing of our dear neighbour Murdo Vurhi, whose funeral will be on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And here we have an indication of the steps that are expected to be taken in the move that our congregation is making to be part of a union of congregations for Uist and Barra. And that gives an outline of the time scale leading to a congregational meeting that will be here at Clachan on Sunday the 8th of December. And then this is what was required to be read, so I read this in the service this morning, so just for the record, hoping that this will provide something of a record, I will read through this again. Notice is hereby given that in view of the congregational vote about to take place in this congregation of Carinish, the Kirk session is about to update the electoral register. This electoral register is a list of those who will be eligible to vote upon the proposed union of the congregations of Carinish, Benbecula, South Uist and Barra. This vote is expected to take place on Sunday the 8th of December. If your name and current address are already on the rolls of communicant members and adherents displayed in the hall, then you will automatically be placed upon the electoral register. You will need to take no further action. If you are a regular worshipper here, but are still a member of another congregation, and you wish to participate in the coming vote upon the union, then you should arrange to hand in to the session clerk a valid certificate of transference before the Kirk session meets on Sunday the 17th of November. If you are a regular worshipper here and not a member of this or any other congregation, then the Kirk session can add your name to the electoral register as an adherent. If you wish the Kirk session to consider this, you should obtain a form from the session clerk, complete it and return it to him before the Kirk session meets on Sunday the 17th of November. Just by way of explanation of that, I had some forms here for the gathering today, and if anybody does want a form who might perchance be looking at this, then you can contact me at my email address, which is banks@madasafish.com. The Kirk session will meet in Clachan Church Hall on Sunday the 17th of November at 1:15 p.m. to make up the electoral register. Signed by Alison Hay, interim moderator. And so, having had those notices, we went into our first hymn. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home. Under the shadow of thy throne thy saints have dwelt secure. Sufficient is thine arm alone, and our defence is sure. Before the hills in order stood, or earth received her frame, from everlasting thou art God, to endless years the same. 1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, short as the watch that ends the night before the rising sun. Time, like an ever-rolling stream, bears all its sons away. They fly forgotten as a dream dies at the opening day. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, be thou